VaultRep, look.
It's from Dale. Dear any agate trolls, I will take down any of your videos that include me. Try to stop me, bitch. I hate you. Mods, clean up the chat. Mods, clean up the chat. G-tab that ass. Bitch, BBC in your throat.
Wagwan Mandem. Today we're going to be talking about Dale Wilson and his most recent stream and his philosophies on life, about working and children working for other people, and all kinds of idiotic things. But first, RIP Lawyer, but he's back already, so he's been resurrected. We're glad to hear that Lawyer's back. Dale can't take us down forever. And big ups to all the troll channels, big ups to everyone for clipping the streams, big ups to everyone for staying on this man's mind rent free, and an extra special big ups to THZack7, who I got the clip from HD, perfect for this video. And another large big ups to the highest tier troll of all time, Alaina, for appearing in the streams and constantly making Dale look like an absolute fool. So he was streaming recently, and then he started, someone made a comment about how they were 16 and they worked at McDonald's. And Dale, in his infinite idiocy, stated that because he worked at McDonald's, his parents were failures. Because they didn't do what they needed to do in life so that their child didn't have to work ever, because he wanted to be a trust fund baby. He didn't want to have to work for anything, because Dale likes to lie and say that, oh, I love adversity, man. I love to work. I love to come from behind, especially with DT. But he doesn't. He wants everything handed to him. He wants everything easy. That's why he hates having to work for anything. That's why he hates when his life lead is down in video games, when he loses a stock off a recovery kill because the character doesn't have a great recovery. He hates that stuff because he wants things to come to him easy. He doesn't like having to work hard. He doesn't like having to edit for a while. I mean, come on, think about it. How long has this bloke been talking about, hey, I'm going to do this Travis Scott burger video? It might be up by the time this video goes up, but he's been saying that for a week, right? Because he doesn't like to work. He wants everything to be easy for him, and that's why he was talking about, oh, I'm going to start doing lazy streams, or I'm going to start doing lazy videos, because no one else has to do work for it like I do on YouTube, so I'm going to be lazy, whatever. But yeah, he basically insults this bloke and then tries to double back on it when Alaina calls him out, and it's just a laugh. I mean, let's go ahead and watch and take a look at the bullshit that goes on.
The purple in the background?
Yeah.
No. Well, it's on video.
Hey guys. I'm just kidding. Play.
If you're 16 and working at McDonald's, salute to you for the grind, but your parents were a failure.
I already told you. That's good for you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Your parents are a failure.
I love how quick she gets on his ass. Like, it's like she didn't hear it at first, but then like it registered in her mind, and she's like, wait, what the fuck? That was dumb as shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Every child needs to work to learn the importance of having a job and earning money.
Nope.
It don't matter if your parents got money. I have plenty of people I know that parents have hella money and they never had to work a job a day in their life.
That's how
and
it
they don't know how to live life. Because they don't know. They don't know.
Your cousins don't know how to live life?
It's not about living life. I'm not talking about my cousins.
Exactly.
I'm talking about other people.
Yeah,
I said they don't know
Nope.
how to be independent. They
Your
don't
cousins
know.
know how to be
They don't know the
independent,
value of money.
But hold on a second.
I don't care if I'm rich and I have kids. They gonna work. You know why? Because
they gonna work in a certain way, but they're not going to work for nobody else.
They're gonna. Why not?
They gonna work in the family. I'm not gonna allow my kids to be a slave.
You're not making no sense.
This man Dale just equated working a job to actual slavery. He's out of his fucking gourd, isn't he? He just said, I'm not going to let them be a slave. They're going to work in the family. What, selling supplements at GNC? What, you're going to give them a referral and they're going to work at GNC with you? Oh, come over here, little Dale Jr. So what you want to do is sell the protein shakes right here when they come in. Tell them it's a mass gainer and it's gonna help them get a bunch of mass, man. Like, come on, man. You're not gonna have a business. You're not an innovator. What kind of dickhead? Like, how are you a gaming channel and your merchandise is workout gear? You're not a fitness channel, you absolute bellend. Like, this man, oh Lord, this man is so bloody stupid.
So
there's nothing wrong.
So you're rich.
There is nothing wrong with somebody working
so you're rich.
for another
So you're rich or
person
balling, and you're
when
gonna
they're
allow
16
your
years
kids to
old.
go slave for another company?
Please be quiet.
Yo, Alana is on one. Yo, hold tight, Alana. The way she, and this is how you know she wears the pants in the relationship. Dale put a tweet out recently. It's going to be on my next tweet video where he was talking about YBN Corday's girlfriend, because she's like a famous tennis player. Naomi something or other. I don't remember her last name. And he's like, she wears the pants. But look at how Alana shuts him up. And they're not even in a relationship, forgive me. So she wears the pants in the friendship. This fucking simp. She just snatched the air. So I said, shut up. And at no point he say, hey, don't tell me to shut up. Hey, give me some respect. He just sits there and takes it. Like, he's the type of man to let his wife have a boyfriend.
That's why many
You're
people
making millions a
that's
year.
how many people. Why would you want your child to be so spoiled that they can't they have to inherit what you gave them, and
That's the whole point.
And if you didn't have, and if all of that goes to shit, what do they have?
That's the whole point.
What do they have if all that goes to shit?
That's the whole point.
But what do
You
they have
grind
if
so
all
your
that
kids
goes
don't
to
struggle.
shit? But
It's not gonna go to shit.
what does that kid have? Imagine they are 35 years old and they've been working for you their whole life, and they inherited all this money, and all of that goes to shit. What do they have?
It don't
what did
go
they
to
learn?
shit. You teach
what
them
did they
their own
learn?
craft and skill.
What did they learn? How are
At
they going to start over?
If I'm rich at 35, they're already a millionaire themselves.
You're not making no sense.
I'm making.
See, the funny thing about this is, Alana, and this is how I know, because Alana actually went to class. Dale skipped class and went to go see Alana. So she learned things and Dale didn't. She knows what she's talking about. These are all valid points. Giving your children the tools to, have skills outside of everything that you've given them. Even if you are wealthy and well off and you want to take care of your child, they need to develop their own skills. But Dale lives in this fucking fantasy land where he just makes shit up. Like, oh, if I'm rich, by the time they're 35, they're going to be a millionaire as well. Let's be practical, mate. Let's talk in reality. Let your children have skills. You don't know if you're going to be rich. You're not rich now. You're already in your 30s. You're not rich, mate. And you've been, the Lawn Sparrow for how many years? And all you're doing is selling dickhead jerseys. Come on, get it together, mate.
There is
Perfect
absolutely
sense.
nothing
I
wrong.
don't think she really understands.
I don't think you understand.
I don't think you really understand what I'm saying.
You're thinking.
I don't think she understands
You
what I'm
see,
saying.
there's a box, okay? Here's this box,
She don't understand.
right? He is in this little tiny corner in the box.
She don't understand,
That's
though.
how he's thinking.
That's cool.
From the box.
Look at this weak man. She called him out. She said, you think inside the box. Not only do you think inside the box, you don't even utilize all the space in the box. You think inside a small corner inside the box. And his retort is, she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand. No one understands. If I shit on a plate and smack you with it and I say it's fine art, you're not going to understand it. Like, just because you say she doesn't understand doesn't mean you're right. You're still wrong. Or explain it, you imbecile.
She don't get it, but
There is
she'll get it one day.
nothing wrong with learning how to earn money a certain type of
earn
way.
You can earn it under your
multiple
parents.
ways.
You can earn it under your parents.
You don't have to earn it from your parents. That don't make no type of sense.
My kids
Why
will
can't
not
you earn it on
slave
your
for
own?
another man's company.
Why can't you earn it on your own? Why can't you work for yourself? Why do you got to work for your parents?
Why would I allow my kids to slave for another man's company when I got
Why
my
do
own
they got to
paper?
slave for your company?
They're not. I'm teaching them.
I'm
teaching them moral values.
And here we are with him using words that he doesn't know. What is, like, say he has a company in the future, which he won't, because what has he innovated? What has he invented? What business plans has he come up with? What has he done? He's done nothing at all, except for those fucking sex robots that he wants to have because he can't get a girlfriend anymore. It's ridiculous. But, like, say, they do work for your company. How do you not learn morals by working for a different company? Morals isn't something you learn from where you work. Morals is something you're taught at home. You can teach them morals at 8, at 6 years old, before they ever work. Like, see, he just uses words that he doesn't understand.
Without them slaving for another man.
Honey, but that just.
So if you have your own business,
I'm sorry.
If you have your own business, you prefer your children to work for somebody else versus you.
I mean, it don't.
To keep it in the family.
Maybe they can learn from that other person, and then they can work for me once they get experience.
So your kid could go work for Amazon, but you're worth millions.
What if they get a higher paying job working for somebody else and working for me?
That's bullshit. That don't even make sense. It's not an ethical. That's not an ethical argument. Damn, look at you.
Ah,
You
I
got
was right
eliminated.
there.
Look at him, just throwing fucking words out again. That doesn't even make sense. That's not an ethical argument. Now there's ethics involved? The ethics of letting your child work for someone else because they're going to pay higher than the position you have at your company is unethical. It'd be unethical to force your child to work for you if they can get a job that pays higher somewhere else. So he just starts throwing words out there. Like, I can do that too. All right, let's go ahead and do it. So yeah, that's not a quadrilateral argument, man. If you want to do that, you got to do the Pentagon before you make any sense. See, I can't just say shit and just hope it makes sense because I pretend I'm clever. That's not how it works.
Because you keep
The
talking.
game eliminated her because she
you
didn't.
keep
I don't think she
talking.
really understands the
Because you
context of
keep
what I'm saying.
No, you don't understand what I'm
So
saying.
here's the thing, right? So
There's nothing wrong with having experience, gaining experience by working for somebody else. As
don't
long as
need
you
to gain
making
experience
money,
working for
as
somebody
long
else.
as you are making money.
Yo, Alana is bossed up out here. She raised her voice at him like a fucking child. She really said, behave yourself. She said, as long as you're making money, as long as you're fucking making money, Dale, relax. And he's just sitting there with that goofy ass smile on his face, train track mouth.
A certain type of, however way, it don't matter if you're working at McDonald's, it doesn't matter if you are working at a library, it doesn't matter if you are working for Google, okay? As long as you are making money and you are gaining that experience and you can build something up from yourself and build your resume, and unlike most people who just under the resume they have, working, if your last name is Johnson and they work for Johnson and Johnson, you know what I'm trying to say? That's the only thing they have on their resume.
let me say this.
Why can't you build your resume and do different things and learn how to make something out of yourself instead of making yourself out of your parents? That didn't make no sense.
Let me
because
explain.
if all of that goes to shit and you grown and you have nothing else on your resume but that, what are you gonna do?
All right.
Applause for Alana. That all made sense. She went on a whole tirade and it made sense. Dale can do that. Dale can't speak for 15 seconds straight and say a whole sentence that makes sense. So, I mean, it's valid. You know, adding more things to your resume, adding different kind of experiences, working for a different kind of company, expanding the breadth of your knowledge is a good thing. That is a positive thing to do. And Dale's over here sitting there mad because his experience is Goodwill, GNC, and YouTube. That's not a very good resume, mate. You're in your 30s and you can't get a corporate job because you've only worked at Goodwill, GNC, and YouTube. That's kind of sad, mate. Like, once you get banned off YouTube, what are you gonna do?
So let's use this as an example. Your cousins, right?
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with somebody. This is not even me. There's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with
you didn't
inheriting your family business. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with working for.
I didn't say it was something wrong. Now, did I say that?
For something else.
Did I say that though?
As a young child.
Did I say it?
Yes, you did. You just said your parents failed.
But did I say it was wrong though?
You just said that's cool, but your parents failed you.
Technically,
no, they didn't.
Technically,
no, they
did.
didn't. They're doing good for her.
No.
Get him, Alana. Get him. See how he tries to backtrack? It's just so lovely having her there sometimes. Sometimes the streams are dull as fuck, but it's just so lovely having her there sometimes because she gets on his ass. She's like, you literally said your parents are a fucking failure because you work at McDonald's at 16. And now he's like, did I say that? Did I say that? It's his dickhead argument. Yeah, whenever you're chatting with a dickhead, they typically argue like this. Did I say that? Did I say that? Because they try to make you forget the dickhead things they say. And if you have a brain, if you're intelligent, it hurts to remember those things because it eats your brain cells. But I think she's got him. She's got him pegged.
They're doing good for her.
Absolutely not. If I have a kid that's turning 16 and I can't afford to go cop them a whip,
it don't matter. It doesn't.
That's a fucking random ass non sequitur. Where did he where did that even come from? I wish Alaina just said, I wish he called him out on that, but I think she was too focused on the first statement. But where did that come from? If I can't go cop them a whip. And think about this, yeah? They always like, oh no, I speak scholarly. I don't use ebonics. Cop them a whip. That is a colloquialism. Cop, to purchase. Them a whip, a vehicle. He didn't say if I can't just go buy them a car. He says cop them a whip. So yeah, Dale, you're not as special as you think. You're not these super, super uber black guy. You're just like everyone else.
Matter. Why can't you? You can buy them a car and they can still have a job like that.
Exactly.
Just
but
so
what
they
I'm
can
saying,
have extra money
but
in
what
their
I'm
pocket.
saying is, if my kid turns 16 and I can't, and they have to work, or I can't afford them a whip, I failed as a parent.
But like, you see how he tries to like make the argument something that it's not. He was like, oh, if they turn 16 and they have to work. At what point was the argument that this person has to work to help support their parents or whatever? Then maybe you can make the argument that their parents failed because their child has to work to help support them. All the argument was in the beginning was that they're 16 and they work at McDonald's. That's it. Like, what was the problem? See how he tries to deflect? This is, oh man, I'm going to say this like 30 times in this video. Idiot argument tactics, man.
It's not about them having to work. It's that they want to
No,
work and
it's a
make their
choice.
own money.
Check this out.
Why would you want to
I don't
give
think
your
you
child?
hearing me though.
Why
You're
would
not
you want to
hearing me.
give your
You're not
grown
hearing me,
ass
dude. You're
child
not
money
hearing
for the
me.
rest of their
You're
life?
not understanding what I'm saying. You're not looking at
Why
the bigger
would you want to
picture.
give your child
You're
money
not
for the rest
looking
of their
at
life?
the bigger picture. It's not
They
about
gotta
doing
earn
that.
their own.
That's not what
They
the fuck
gotta
that
earn
I'm, that's
their
not what the fuck I'm
own.
saying.
They're
Listen,
never- your
when
child-
somebody is
a
sick,
child is never
she don't
going to
understand shit.
learn how to
She
earn
wins,
their
fuck it.
own if you give them whatever the
She don't get
fuck
it.
they want. You can't do that.
Hey, CJ Breakers, don't call her stupid, nigga, before I ban you.
Simp man to the rescue. You see how he jumped in there as soon as someone tried to insult his queen that that he's not in a relationship with. He said, don't call her stupid. I'll ban your ass.
We just have very different outlooks on life. You can't just spoil a child.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
A grown ass child. She's 16. She's 16 years old. That's basically grown. In 2
She don't
years, she's gonna
understand
be
what I'm
grown. In 2 years.
She don't understand what I'm saying. She don't get it. The point is, when
You
you
don't
have
get
kids, when you have kids, they should never struggle how you did.
It does not.
Again with the random deflection. He said if you had kids, they should never struggle like you did. They have a job. They're a teen with a job. You can take care of your kids. Say you bought them a car, so you're paying for their insurance, you're paying for the car note, and they live at home. They have their own room. You know, it's a nice room. It's fully, decorated and all that. And they're good to go, right? And they wanted a job at McDonald's just to have a little extra pocket change. That's lovely for a 16-year-old if everything else is taken care of. What is he talking about? They shouldn't struggle. Where's the struggle?
It's not. That's not struggling. If you have a job, why are you struggling? That don't mean that they're struggling to
understand.
eat. No, we talking about okay. You live with
I
your
can't
parents.
explain. I'll explain
you work at
tomorrow.
McDonald's. You have.
You see how he said he'll explain it tomorrow? He's too much of a simp and a coward to try to counter her and explain it to her on stream right now because he's not smart enough to explain what he means because he doesn't have the words. He's too stupid to really get to the base of what he means. So that's why he said tomorrow. When he gets on stream tomorrow and it's just him in his echo chamber, that's when he'll talk to the clerks and tell them what he really means.
Have extra money in your pocket. Good for you, baby. That's all we talking about.
That's not what the fuck I'm saying. Don't get it out of context, nigga.
You getting it out of
If
context.
you're 16 and you got a job, excellent. But what I'm saying is, out of my perspective, if I'm 16, if my kid's 16, they don't have to work. Because my shit
But what if they want to work?
Then do you. But you don't have to work. You have that option. It shouldn't be, oh, you know what, fuck
Okay, you can't even speak on that because you don't have kids, so you don't know what it feels
don't
like
matter,
to
but
have
I'm
a
letting you know what I'm
16-year-old
gonna lay down.
ask you for
But I'm
money.
gonna lay down.
Ask
I'm
you
gonna
for
lay
money.
down the foundation.
Okay, I have little brothers and they do ask me for money sometimes. They ask.
I'm gonna lay
my
down the
parents
foundation.
for
Don't
money,
base it off.
and
Don't
they-
base
they
it off
do
what
that.
you're talking
And
about.
yes,
Base
we
it off
do.
you being a parent.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do give them money when they want it and when they
I think
need
she
it.
like-
But at the same
I
time,
think
they
where
have
she
to
fucked
learn.
up.
They have to. You know why? Because once kids realize, oh, I got a bank account right here and that's all free money, I'm gonna just keep taking and taking and taking. But they will never learn the
don't get it.
value of money.
Just want to say, 100% valid. You don't know the value of money until you have to earn it yourself. Think about things that, if you're an adult now, or if you're a teen going into adulthood, there's a lot of things that when I became an adult and I had to live on my own that I didn't realize how expensive they were or how much they costed because I hadn't really had to purchase things like that. Like, fucking vegetables. I'll buy like a stock of broccoli. I'm like, all right, I'll make it for supper this Friday, and I get it on Monday, and it's spoiled on Wednesday. I'm like, well, fuck, I just spent $5 on some broccoli, and it's already gone off. Like, there's like so many random things. Like vegetables spoil extremely quickly. If you want to buy yourself a steak, if you want to get like a good steak, it's like fucking 15 pounds for a pound. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of things you don't understand until you have to earn your own money, and then you're like, okay, do I want to spend my money on this?
They do not work for their own money. If a kid does not work for
don't
however
get it,
much,
bro.
$12 an hour, they're gonna realize, hey, do I really want to spend $200 on this item? That's like, what, 5 hours of work, or however much it is.
Alana, what was that maths? Everyone knows 12 times 12 is 144. So that's not 200 yet. you think 12 times 5 was close to 200? That was bad, Alana.
You know, that's how they start thinking about it. Time is money, right? You always say time is money.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Time is motherfucking money, okay? And kids will never learn the value of money if you give them whatever the fuck they want.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true.
That's not true.
Say that when you have kids.
That's not true.
Say that when you have kids.
So you telling me I can't teach my kid the value of $1 because I'm giving them everything? That don't make sense.
So if you give them whatever the fuck they want and they just have a free bank account,
if they're a good ass kid that's getting good ass grades, why the fuck do they not? But they should not have whatever they want.
They should learn to work for their own money.
That is working. You're working, getting bomb ass grades, and doing what you're supposed to, and not being a fucking problem child.
Everything in life because you're gonna have a kid that's dumb.
I know.
In the future,
I don't think you understand.
They're gonna be in their 20s and 30s. I don't think you
understand what I'm saying.
Dumb.
She don't understand.
I think it's funny because she was saying that he's gonna have a kid that's dumb in the future because she's not. He wouldn't teach them the value of money. He's gonna have a kid that's dumb in the future because of genetics. Just his brain alone, and if he raises them, they're gonna be dumb. Unfortunately, they're just gonna have that because I think you guys know about this. It's unfortunate in a lot of households. I think it's what 1 out of 10. Yeah, 1 out of 10 people suffer from dumb bitch syndrome. And Dale is the #1 carrier. Like, this man has like radioactive dumb bitch syndrome. Like, if he sneezed on you, you'll catch it. Like, it's that bad. Stronger than coronavirus. So they're gonna be dumb already. It's just genetics. I'm sorry.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
Oh, and also, if you guys are suffering from dumb bitch syndrome, or you know someone's suffering, please tell them to reach out, man. 1-800-YICKA-D. They will not pick up the phone, but give them a call. Give them a call.
I don't get it. She think I'm gonna just be like, oh, here's the ducats. Why would you not sit down and break foundation about how life works? It's called life lessons. Why would I not give my kids life lessons? Oh, you got good grades? Here, 50,000. That's not the way I would do it. You teach your kids life lessons about life and everything in the context. But my job as a parent is to make your life as cushionable as possible so you could succeed faster and not struggle like I did. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's not about struggling. If you have money, you're speaking from a point of view where you have money. Okay, you have money and you have a kid. I'm going to have money. You have money and you have a kid. Your kid is never going to struggle regardless. But you're going to teach them how to work for their money. You're going to teach them work ethic. You're going to teach them hard work.
Did I not just say that? How many times have I said that on stream, my nigga?
But you can have money and your kid can work at a job like, say, McDonald's, and they still not going to be struggling. That's the whole point. Their kid is never going to struggle because, yes, they have you for backup. But at the same time, they could do that for themselves and learn for themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But you're saying shit that I said before on stream already.
No, you didn't.
I did. This is just the first time you hear me talking about it. You're hearing one side of it.
No.
Look at his face. This is the face a child makes when they're trying to like assure their parent that like they did what they were supposed to do. Like, I did say it. I did, Mom. I promise. I said it before. You didn't hear me. I promise.
Because you just said some dumb shit.
She thinks that I wouldn't teach my kid values and I'm gonna just throw them bread.
Yeah, but I'm talking about working. You're talking about giving them money and teaching them value. You can't teach somebody the value of something if they never work for it themselves personally.
Yes, you can, because you're working for it. I'm showing you business 101. Business 101 is life.
Dale talks like a fucking bum at a gas station. You ever been at a petrol station and you're fueling up and someone just fucking shuffles over to you with a trolley full of cans and they're just like, hey man, you got $1? And you're like, oh yeah, fuck all, yeah, here you go. And then they say some fucking stupid psychedelic shit like you know you can use crabs as gas, right? And you're just like, what? Yeah, you want some crab legs? It's like, no, mate, I'm all right. Take care.
Okay, I'm gonna just agree with you because I'm tired of this conversation.
Nah, you don't gotta agree. That's the whole point. What's so fascinating about two people agreeing about shit? It's excellent when two people disagree.
We can agree to disagree.
It's excellent. We can agree to disagree. It's excellent when two people disagree, right? We can agree to disagree. Isn't it boring when everybody agrees? Isn't it boring if we just agree with everything?
And that's why we're agreeing to disagree. Are we not? I said that like 4 times.
Isn't it so funny how he's trying to be so soft with her and trying to convince her like they're having good discourse, and she's so pissed off. Like, can you just shut the fuck up, Dale? He's like, hey, isn't it fun when we disagree? You know, we have conversations like this, like a couple does. We're a couple, right? We're a couple, please.
Damn, why she getting mad though?
Because you said some dumb shit.
I don't know what.
She echoes my sentiments. You just said some dumb shit.
But her, I think she basing it off something different.
No, I'm
Like, put
not.
it like
I'm basing
this.
it off real life.
I think she's personally taking it. But what I'm saying is, look, so me growing up, my mom told me no for everything, but she still taught me core values of life, regardless of the fact. So
But you still had to work for your own.
because my mom she couldn't do what she was supposed to do. That's what I'm saying. She was telling me no, not because she told me no. She was telling me no because she couldn't afford it. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's not about, somebody said kids can learn values without slaving away. It's not about slaving away.
And this is why Dale Sims will always defend him. They basically just echoed what he said. Working for someone else or working for your own money isn't slaving away. It is earning wages. It's earning a salary. It's earning your way through life. It's just how things are in society. You have to work for your own. Eventually, one day your kids are gonna have to leave the nest and work for their own. You're gonna baby them their entire life. You're gonna give them everything they want their entire life. They're not gonna know the value of the dollar. They're not gonna know how to work for their own.
About learning how to work for your own
and
not having that backup behind you for the rest of your life. Oh, I don't even gotta worry about it because my dad has money. I don't gotta worry because my mom has money.
They're not gonna have that
I don't gotta
kind of
worry
attitude,
about
though.
it. And then they gonna have a stink
They're not gonna have
attitude.
that kind of attitude. Then that means you raised them wrong.
They gonna have a stink attitude. They
That
gonna
means you
they
raised
gonna
them
think
wrong,
they're better
right?
than everybody else. They're not gonna know the true value of money. And if something, God forbid, happens and they're stuck in a situation where they have to do something on their own and they don't have that backup no more, what are they gonna do? They gotta start from scratch, from zero, from square A.
Alaina, you were going real good there for a while, and then you said square A instead of square one. What happened? Come on, let's bring it back, Alaina. Let's bring it back.
You know what I'm talking about?
Isn't the whole point of having kids is instilling values?
So might as well build them up from when they're young, so when they get to 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever, they set for life. They don't have, they didn't have somebody, oh, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
I'm gonna let it take this dub. Y'all niggas know what I talked about before.
So he's too stupid to make his argument. He's like, I'm just gonna let it take this dub, and he immediately tries to reach out to his echo chamber. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys believe everything I say, right? You guys will simp for me all day, right? You guys just believe me and listen to what I say, and then I win, right? I win in your guys' eyes, and that's what matters. My cloaks, my covenant. Fucking dick.
I think she just think I'm talking about it a different way. That's all.
Because I hear you talk about this all the time.
It's the first time she
when
heard
I
me
have
speak on
kids,
it.
when I have kids, as long as they give me straight A's, they can get whatever
Facts.
they want. Blah blah
Facts.
blah.
You good. You excellent. But I'm teaching you core values too.
Yeah, but it don't hurt to
I'm
work
teach
as
you-
well. It doesn't
You
hurt
gonna
to
work.
work.
You gonna work.
It
You're
doesn't
not
hurt.
just
It
you don't
doesn't
just
hurt to
keep
make
getting
your
shit.
own.
So if we got a business, right? Let's just say we get married, have kids. We got a business. You gonna let them work for Amazon? Or are we gonna keep it in the family?
What if they don't want to work for your business?
Why would you be a fool?
Look at him trying to weasel his way in, and look at her face when he says that. She is like, "Come on, I'm not gonna marry a fucking loser like you. Get it together. I'm not gonna have kids with a loser like you." He's just sneaking in there. Hey, let's say, hypothetically, if we got married and had kids, and she says, you know how she really wasn't fucking with it. She says, "Your company, what you want them to rely on you, not us or our," because she doesn't consider the future that he's envisioning theirs, because she doesn't want to be with him. Dale, the sooner you realize it, the better.
What? For example, my family owns hella
Wait,
small
hold on.
shops and all that type of stuff.
Hold on, before you
Do
finish. Let me say what I gotta say
Do you
real quick.
think their
Keep
kids
that-
want to take their parents' business? No.
Let
What
me
if they
keep-
have a different dream?
Let me keep this
It
in
don't matter how
context.
much money that
let
business
me
makes.
say one. Let me say one.
What if
sentence.
they have a different dream?
Let me say one thing. Let me say
Please.
one thing. What is life about? What's the greatest form?
Life is about being
wait.
happy and being content. And
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell
having
you something.
peace. Life is
What
not.
makes life ultimate is having options. You don't have to be forced to do that shit. But what I'm doing is giving you the option. If you want to go work for Amazon when I'm worth millions of dollars, nigga, then go do it.
See, the funny thing is that wasn't what he was saying in the beginning. He didn't say anything about having options. He didn't say, "Oh yeah, you work at McDonald's. That's good, cool. You know, whatever. You might want to keep your options open and see what else is out there. You know, you might want to intern somewhere else, and then you can like build your resume and then do whatever you want." He just brought up this whole options idea out of nowhere because he knew his first argument was a bunch of tosh.
Exactly. They don't have to go
But
your
what
route.
I'm saying is I'm giving you options.
Okay, exactly.
A kid-
And that's
a child
the whole
should not
point
have limited
about
options.
giving them options. If they
She don't
want
understand.
to work for something else and they don't want to do what you're doing, then they can.
But I'm giving you options.
And that's fine.
That's what I'm trying to break down is my kids should have options. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when you're
they should.
16, you have options to choose which car you want.
Yes, they should.
If you did everything you're
Yes,
supposed to
but
do.
at the same time, if you want a car, if you want a fucking the newest Mercedes Benz or whatever, you're gonna work for some of that down payment.
But what your cousins do? They work for that shit?
She graduated college.
Exactly. My point
That
exactly.
that was her gift.
My point exactly.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she still worked while she was in college too. She had little jobs here and there.
I mean, but
I'm not
she
talking about
chose
that.
to.
We're not talking about my cousin. I'm talking about in general.
I mean, I got to use somebody that's close to you.
Use
But she
yourself.
got what she wanted because she deserved it.
Use yourself.
She deserved it. and her
Exactly. We're
parents
not
are
talking
ballers.
about her. We're not talking about her. And she had options, and she doing what she doing,
Exactly.
and she worked.
Her parents
and
created
she
options.
had, and she had. If she wanted to buy something, she worked, and she
And her
also
parents
made
created
money.
options, though, right?
She also made money.
Facts,
But we're not talking about my cousin. We're talking about in general.
But did her parents create options? That's all I'm saying.
Anyways,
Did her parents create options in life? Or was she just stuck? Or did she just have to do that?
we're not talking about my
She don't-
cousin. What
she
are you
don't
talking
understand.
about? Why do you keep bringing that up?
Because I'm trying to bring up.
She didn't take over her dad's business. No,
I know
she did
that.
not.
I know that. But what I'm saying is, her parents created options. That's what I want to create for my children.
Okay,
is
and
options.
I said that's fine. Create options, and I agree with you on that. Give them options.
Okay,
we
so-
both agreed on that.
so what's good, baby?
But
Hey, why'd you try to whisper that, you fucking creep? Ugh, that was gross. What's good, baby? Ugh. Fucking bozo, what's wrong with you? Ugh, that kind of make my skin crawl. Hold on, I'm gonna have to pause this recording. I'll be back. I gotta go take a shower.
what we're not agreeing on is how you specifically said, and I already know somebody's clipping this right now, and I'm gonna show you this video when I see it on YouTube.
Hey, big shout out to Alaina. She knows the trolls are out here. She said, I know somebody clipping this right now because I'm subscribed to all the troll channels.
And I'm gonna show you the part where where somebody said, "Oh, I'm 16 years old. I work at McDonald's." You said, "That's cool. You work, but your parents failed."
Low key,
You
yeah.
don't tell people that.
But it's facts.
No, it's not facts.
But it's facts.
No,
'cause
it's not facts.
I said the same thing.
If anything, your parents succeeded. You know why? Because you actually got a job. There are so many people here that don't even have jobs. You know why? Because they have too much pride to work for somebody like McDonald's. Okay? But you out here
Salute
making
to
money.
you. Salute
okay?
to you, my nigga, for working at McDonald's. But do you want your kids to work there? That's all I gotta say.
What's wrong with working at McDonald's?
My kids ain't working at no fucking McDonald's.
Whatever. Anyways. You had me out here being hella loud.
That's cool. I mean, who wants a woman to sit there and be like, yes, daddy, I'll listen to what you say. Right?
You.
Nah, I don't. I mean, she's a Scorpio just like me. So this type of shit is actually gonna happen.
This man is a 15-year-old girl. This man really just hangs on to that astrology shit like a fucking child, like the stars affect what kind of person you are. She's a Scorpio like me, I'm an asparagus, so, that's just what we do. I'm an edamame, coriander and all that. This is just what we do out here. The fuck, man? You're a grown-ass man. What's wrong with you?
That's the whole point of, it's like a little podcast.
I think McDonald's is a perfect little job for a 16-year-old.
The
You know
nigga
why?
that's 16, salute to you.
Because you're 16 and you have a resume, baby.
She called the person who commented baby before she called Dale baby. That man wishes that was him.
You're 16 and you have a resume. There are people who are in their 20s and they don't even have a resume. You out here working, you out here making money. You not out here in the streets. You're not out here being a bum, okay? You out here doing something for yourself, and I applaud you for that. And that's all I'm saying.
Nigga, I ain't let my daughter flip no burgers.
You
Yeah,
have
no, nigga.
a resume. Good for you. That's first step to success.
Like I said, my nigga, you work hard, so your kids ain't gotta work at McDonald's. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. Make sure your kid's life is easier than yours. That's the whole point of generational skips.
See, this is how you know he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's talking about generational wealth. Like wealth passed down from generation to generation. What the fuck is a generational skip? Like you can skip having a kid and go straight to grandkid? What the fuck? Lord, please give me the strength.
I just don't believe in putting anybody down for what they do
Oh,
for
I'm
work.
not putting nobody down at all. I'm not that type of nigga. Somebody told me when some dude was a fraudulent
You
mod.
literally just said
I didn't.
my daughter ain't gonna be flipping burgers.
That's true. That's my context.
Okay, well, what if she want to be a chef and she wants to flip burgers?
I mean, chefs don't really flip burgers. Those aren't real chefs.
We're
Those
not
are
talking about me. I'm talking
those
about in
are
general.
cooks.
We're talking about what if she wants to be a chef and she want to flip whatever on the grill.
But chefs usually don't flip. They create souffles and dishes.
This man really has all his life experience from watching movies and television shows, and that's it. What are you talking about? What do you think in restaurants they don't have burgers? He says chefs just create souffles, that is it, and dishes. Like, I'm being an asshole and assume he meant ceramic dishes too. So they're just back there blowing glass and making souffles. And someone comes back and they're like, hey, they'd like a burger? And he's like, no, I can't do that, mate. I'm not a chef. Or I'm not a cook. I'm a chef. And the person who's staring at him like, aren't those synonyms?
Cooks
They
do all
don't-
that other shit.
It's cooking and chef is the same thing. What are you talking about? You don't say, oh my God. I'm about to look this up because you dumb.
Listen, my nigga. Coming from
A chef is a skilled and trained cook who works in a hotel or restaurant. Thank you. It's the same damn thing.
This is how you know someone's getting exasperated with someone's stupidity. She just went, oh my God. Because she knows he's that dumb. I'm telling you guys, Alaina is practically a troll. She looked up the definition before I had to. To tell him, yes, a chef and a cook are the same thing.
Listen, my nigga, the person is 16, salute to you.
His supporters are really dumb as fuck. Look at how he spelled souffle. What the fuck was that?
We not talking about you. Nigga said souffles.
Don't matter what you flipping on a grill. As long as you flipping something on the grill.
Bro. Yo, this is why I love her ass, man. She
You see how she waved him off? Get that dirty ass, dusty ass, nasty ass, crusty ass, musty ass love the fuck out of here. You're like, I don't want anything to do with your love, you crooked, snaggle teeth, Fraggle Rock, jumbo jaw, stupid ass bitch. I mean, she... Oh my God, this man's mouth looks like 12 years a slave. His mouth looks like the Great Depression. Looks like fucking Nagasaki after World War II. This man's mouth is Pearl Harbor. This man's mouth is fucking terrible.
Oh God. Alright. Oh God.
I'm glad this is so
It's
comedic to you.
hilarious. Let me turn the air on. It's getting hot in this bitch.
Shoot, you could be a manager if McDonald's and make hella money. So I heard.
I mean, you straight, but you're gonna be slaving. The
As
point is to
long as
own
you
the
are
McDonald's.
making
There's a guy that's like in his 20s that owns like 5 McDonald's out here.
I'm reading comments. People are dumb.
What happened?
I was reading comments. People are dumb.
I played myself. I did because I forgot to press start in the game. I mean, what do I know, my niggas? I'm just the guy.
Finally admitting that he's just a man, just a basic ass man, a dickhead who's a fucking cashier at GNC with a name tag that says Dale on it. This man clocks in and starts punching the air mad as shit. Because he has to work a GNC shift at 36 years old with no girlfriend in his life and then go home and stream at 3 a.m. in the morning to pay his rent and his ex-girlfriend's rent. That's a sad life, mate. That's a sad life. That's like a Lifetime movie.
Exactly. It's not like not like that person's gonna stay there for the rest of their life. But all I'm saying is that's the first step to many more steps. Okay. You know how hard it is to get a job out here with no resume?
I'm already doing, sweetheart. Trust me.
Hey, Dale, I need you to stop trying to whisper that shit because I heard you, you dirty creep. She's not coming back to you. Ugh, that was fucking gross. Hey, volume warning, I'm about to play this shit loud. He said, ugh, sweetheart, ugh, get it together, man. Hey, look, there's lots of apps out there, man. You got like a bunch of donations recently, Match.com. Man, you can pay for like a premium account or whatever. You'll be good to go, mate. You'll find some love. It's all right.
What are you doing, sweetheart? Trust.
And so that debate ended. Oh my lord, that was a good one. That was a good laugh, man. See, typically we're not fond of Alaina being on stream, but hey, sometimes she gives us some gems, and that was a fucking gem because I was working on this other video and I was like, man, I might just cut this video into multiple parts, and that was just a whole task. But then this came out, and I'm like, this is too beautiful, just right in my lap, too beautiful. I love it. She really got in his ass and made him look like an even bigger fool than he already is. And at the end, he just gave up. He retired. He's like, I'm not going to argue with you because he knew he didn't have a chance. I'm telling you, mate, he has petrol station bum knowledge. Like, this is the type of knowledge that when you're at the bus stop, a bum comes up to you and you can't leave, so you have to listen to this dumb shit. It's just too funny, man. It's just too funny. All right, you lot, take care. Stay safe. Oh, fuck. You all right?
Look, so me growing up, my mom told me no for everything, but she still taught me core values of life.
Uh-huh. Something about McDonald's. Are you okay?
Fuck!
Oh, okay. Are you on drugs?
I was trying to quit and I couldn't.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Hold tight, mate. Yeah.